Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to take a minute, say good morning. I hope you had a great weekend. It's never long enough, is it? But I hope you are back, recharged, ready to go. I was thinking a little bit over the weekend, kind of about, it really started with a TED Talk by Brene Brown that I listened to that was really about kind of shame and about how the impediments that get into our way become the way, right? So the cultures in which we find ourselves, all those things that seem to get in our way continually over and over and over again, we start to tacitly accept as that's just how things are, and we are okay with it, and then we move on. So nothing ever gets better because it is just, that's the way, right? It sounds a little Star Warsy, right? It is the way. Sounds a little Mandalorian. But really, it's the culture that we find ourselves in. And we have to address and acknowledge that the culture that we're in blocks us from doing certain things. It really is, when I think about kind of inclusion and equity and all of those things that we've got going on that are very, very important to what we do, when we just begin to accept that kids are hard and we throw our hands in the air and say, they're just so hard and I don't have to do anything, then it becomes the way, right? Like when I think about true school improvement, I was talking to a group of Title I principals about this. We have this thing where once a kid is on an IEP, they go, the general ed teacher goes, it's no longer my responsibility, right? But really, is it reasonable for a resource teacher with 30 or 40 kids on their caseload, all of them who are at individual levels, is it reasonable for one person who sees them for 20 minutes or 30 minutes 4 times a week to make a year's worth of progress? Like, is that a thing? Do you really believe that's going to work? I mean, who thinks that's going to work? That's not going to work, right? We have to have others supporting us along the way. We have to address the culture, right? Like, we have to have our gen ed teachers really targeting these kids and doing all those things. But we have this culture where, your responsibility, go do, okay? Not to say that what a resource teacher does isn't important. It's very important because we're filling those back holes. But we can't keep a kid moving, right? Somebody else has to put in all that effort. Somebody who sees the kid for all the other minutes of the day, minus the 20 they're in your classroom, right, needs to work and continue to support those kids. But we've developed this culture where, it's the resource teacher's responsibility. Well, all of a sudden, the resource teacher becomes the only way that we're going to intervene on that student, right? The thing that gets on our way becomes the way. And so I was just really thinking about how we need to start pushing back against some of those cultural things, and that we don't just accept the way things are as the way they should be, because we know better, and our kids deserve better, and you deserve to be in a career where you feel fulfilled and where you feel like you're making a big difference, because you guys are talented, you guys are hardworking, you guys have the ability to do great things. We just have to get the whole system on board with you. So anyway, those are Bryce's thoughts for the day. I want you to know that I'm thinking about you. I see you. You guys are doing great things. You guys are doing hard things. So keep up the good work, and I wish you the best of luck this week. Thanks.